From 1968 to 2018, it's been 50 years since the start of the unrest which would revolutionise French society. An inspirational anniversary for designers at Paris Fashion Week, who've channeled that energy into next winter's ready-to-wear collections. At Christian Dior, they're telling the story with an 80-metre-long collage of magazine covers from the time.
I want to see what happened in Dior in '68. And I found this image that I found really fun. You want to dress yourself. That's for me freedom. You can choose piece and you can decide what you want about, like you can define yourself.
For the French brand, that notion of freedom is expressed through a recreation of the silhouettes and the fabrics, but also by the attention to detail visible in the work of the seamstresses and tailors who've mixed leather, embroidery and even patchwork.
The inspiration is youth culture and female empowerment and feminism.
1, 2, 3.
It's no, no and thrice no from Maria Grazia Chiuri as Dior's artistic director opened the show with a modern message, which in fact came directly from 1968.
No, I love this message because it comes from Miss Dior. I found that in archive, these scarves, and that surprised me because no, say no. And I think that sometimes it's not bad to say no.
No means no, a slogan that echoes down the decades and evokes the recent Me Too movement.
We have to work for equal rights, but at the same time we have to specific also that we are all different.
The revolution? Can you feel it coming? It's already here.
Marine Serre is a good example of this new guard. Having studied at La Cambre School in Belgium, she's since scooped an award at the Hier Festival and also won the €300,000 LVMH prize.
There's a bit that's very outerwear, with all the very structured pieces, reinforced elements that are quite protective, but also the idea that these pieces are designed for day-to-day use. It's about being comfortable, but also allowing a woman to show a certain strength.
So comfy. Really, I like it.
I feel good in it, as if I'd come from the future. I like it.
Marine Serre's collection also features some very practical t-shirts, easy to wear and easy to sell. Fashion might be primarily about business, but Marine's a fan of upcycling too.
All of these pieces have been made from garments that we got from the warehouse. We make them as if it were a mattress made of fabric, then we cut all of our pieces. And it was also a question of making a conscious choice about how we produce today. I think that's the future, really. This is a really important time. There's lots going on, and it's a great cultural moment for us.
And we are going to figure it out.
Felipe Oliveira Batista swapped Paris for New York more than 10 years ago. Now his catwalk collections are back in the French capital. Pieces that have plenty of appeal on both sides of the Atlantic.
I'm from America and we love Lacoste over there as much as you French people do.
The schoolyard at Paris's Lycée Carnot has been crowned with a giant magnolia, a decorative concept which is the result of a joint effort between Lacoste and the Bureau Betac, who produced the show. How many people work on the fashion show?
For a catwalk show with 50 models, there's the technical department, the design studio, the dressers, the makeup artists, hairdressers, models, production. That's, about 250 to 300 people.
For a 10 to 12 minute show?
Exactly, for a 10 to 12 minute show.
Just before the Second World War, René Lacoste saved his French workers from forced labour in Germany by employing them to plant trees on his family golf course. This season's collection salutes his memory.
I really like seeing the clothes in action, because when you move, you really feel the full scope of the creativity involved. Seeing a garment move with you is always really nice.
From the great outdoors to more urban pursuits, Saint Laurent has created a disco mood. The label's artistic director, Anthony Vaccarello, is sticking to his personal brand: black, sexy, leather and rock and roll.
It was a beautiful show, a really lovely display, and he's very subtle. I mean, with his talent, he has a way of going into the archives and finding things that link Saint Laurent to today. It was really beautiful.
To wrap it all up, a celebration to mark 25 years of creativity from Japanese designer Sumori Shizato, for whom having fun is a serious business. A colourful, shimmering world inspired by traditional Asian apparel.
You can see the food market. All of the people is from like the farm or the village, and their life is not very rich. But what they wear is kind of fashion.
Shizato's been working on a special edition art book in homage to these people, part of the eclectic mix taking in rebellion, history and creation, only to be found at Paris Fashion Week.